So, I can't help it anymore, but I really need to talk about this. Basically, after playing the Metro games again, I had this idea, this theory in my head about Khan. What do we truly know about Khan? We don't know much about him except for that one time in that abandoned tunnel where he says he was a soldier and he was the only one surviving.
I'd rather that remained a secret. This is personal, my friend. I was with them when they died. Only I survived.
But something just doesn't seem right with Khan, the way he's able to interact with the paranormal, and with how he knows about Artyom's ability to connect with the Dark Ones. It's just kind of off, and then it just hit me when I finished Last Light. Khan might be a Dark One. Now you might be thinking, what is this you're talking about, Shadow? That makes no sense, and I can tell you it will make sense after I present you to the facts about what we actually know about Khan, about what happens with Khan, what Khan does during the games, and if you just think about it, it makes a lot of sense that he might be a Dark One. I can't confirm it, this is just a theory, of course, and it's something I really wanted to make a video on to get a discussion going. So my first point is, he knows about Artyom's ability to connect with the Dark Ones. And if he really is a Dark One, then this may cause him to refrain using his telepathic influences on him. Or he may actually use those telepathic influences to make it look like he's actually physically talking to Artyom like a normal human being. He can fake it, basically, to look like he's talking to Artyom or other humans.
The bombing of the Dark Ones may have been humanity's worst mistake. What if they meant us no harm, but were trying to communicate? Perhaps the severe pain and loss of consciousness suffered in their presence just meant we were incompatible. Machines with different wiring. But somehow you, Artyom, have the common wire. The connection with the Dark Ones. Yes. People died at Exhibition, your home station. Hunter, the best of the Order, is most likely dead as well. And he taught you this. If we don't fight for our lives in this new world, we'll be devoured. It is the law of evolution. But I would argue, the old laws no longer apply.
My second point is how he's able to know and interact with the paranormal, such as ghosts. In the ghost tunnel sequence in the first game, 2033, you can see him talk about the paranormal and about their fate. How does he know about their fate? Well, you could argue that he says that he was one of the soldiers, but it could just be a fabricated story, and it could not be true what he's actually saying, and he's just making it up. Now, in that sense, if he can actually know about the fate of those paranormal, where did we see that again? Later on in Last Light, where the little Dark One talks about a child that had died during the nuclear apocalypse, and that it was still waiting for its mother to return, not knowing that it's dead.
He does not understand that he's dead. He's still waiting for his mother. But she is not coming. Mine either. Because you people killed them
Point 3 is how it seems like Dark Ones are able to shapeshift themselves into humans. You can see that close to the end of Last Light, where the little Dark One turns into a human child, and therefore fooling every human around them. So it wouldn't be too far-fetched to think that Khan is a grown Dark One that disguised itself as a human, and therefore fooling everyone.
He told us Zero One and Chemical Defense Squad was exercising nearby.
And thus, despite some sacrifice, they were able to root this darkened epidemic in its bud. Otherwise, it would have engulfed the whole of Midway. What can you say to that? Even I would have done the same. Colonel, it was who released the virus. But the Reds tried to break through into Hansa's territory. We could make Mosk then. What can we...
My fourth point is invisibility. Khan seems to be able to go invisible. That is observed shortly before you first meet him in the bandit level of 2033. If you don't know about what I'm talking about, it's the level where Bourbon gets captured by bandits, and if you take a stealthy approach and get noticed by bandits so they are in an alarmed state, it happens that bandits that get too close to you get killed by bolts that appear to come out of nowhere. This surprised me, as I recently played it and I could not remember this happening at all, and I was like, wait, what? Fuck?
Did we look for him? Yeah, we got to be careful here.
Later it turns out that this was in fact Khan that helped you in the darkness, but it seems kinda a bit weird that because if you could more closely inspect this level and checked every corner, you would not actually find any spot where he could be hiding. So the only explanation is that he was invisible. And who else do we know are able to go invisible? Exactly, the Dark Ones. My next point, point 6, is how the hell did he even get into D6? So in the beginning of Last Light you get woken up by Khan from a nightmare. And as a ranger you're now living in the secret military facility called D6, which is under high security and is a classified base as well. Meaning outsiders should not be able to get in there. Khan isn't a ranger. So how did he even get in there? We know that Dark Ones are pretty fast and seem to find ways humans cannot traverse. Some people even theorize that they are able to teleport, which doesn't make much sense because of the fact that most of them died during the bombing. And if they would be able to teleport, they would have just teleported into safety. So what I'm thinking here is that Khan used his abilities, if he's a Dark One, to enter D6 through a way that a normal human would not be able to. And as my sixth point, the river. In Last Light there is a sequence of cutscenes which is just a little bit weird. It's also kind of paranormal and also kind of, I don't know, it's just weird cutscenes, and Khan just seems to know exactly how to go through this river of paranormal events that are happening in this river. And it's never really told how he knows what to do. For example, he at the beginning he tells Artyom to just step into the water, it's fine, that he will be alright. How does he know that? Also, he uses this tunnel to locate the little Dark One, which they, at the end of the cutscenes, they figure out is on the Freak Show, which is, I don't know, some kind of show where the Dark One has been sold to. And I just think that this whole cutscene doesn't really make much sense. How is this possible? How can a river inside the metro or sewers, how can it help you locate someone or something? It is not very logical. And I know the game has a lot of paranormal activity things and stuff like that, but I think something else is going on here. I think that this is actually Khan's influence, his Dark One influence, on Artyom. Both the river and the ghost tunnel are his influence on Artyom. Which leads me to the last point. The point of the good ending of Last Light. If you have managed to collect enough moral points throughout the game, you'll get a good ending, the redemption ending or safety 6 ending, where basically the little dark one returns and stops you from detonating D6 and brings the other dark ones with him to protect you from the reds and kill the reds. And here it is. This is what I was talking about, my last point. And Khan just disappeared. This makes no sense. Where did he go? What happened to him? Did he die? Was his body just never found? No. He just appeared together with the other dark ones. Which gives me the idea that he could have been one of them. And that he left together with the others. But hey, this is just a theory and I could be completely wrong about this. To be fair, I have not read the books at all, and I saw something about some special missions which I have not played and I don't know where to find those either. So, I don't know. But this is just basically from the both games, 2033 and Last Light together. And it's just a random thought I had and I thought I should make a video on it, like I said before. So, don't take anything I said for granted, because it's a theory, guys, come on. And I love the Metro games, the atmosphere is great, the storytelling is great, it's just unbelievably good games. It looks great, I just love these games to death. So I thought it was fun to create a little theory on it, and this is pretty much what came into my mind after remembering the ending, the good ending of the game, which I did get in my recent Survival Ranger playthrough. So I think I've talked long enough about this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe I'll look into making more theories for games in the future if you guys enjoyed this kind of video. Maybe, I don't know, if something else pops up that I would like to theorize about, then I would make another video for that game. Well, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe if you really enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next video.